Please be seated. The commissioning of officers into the naval service dates back to 1775, when the Continental Navy and Marine Corps were established by the Second Continental Congress. 18 officers were appointed into the Continental Navy, led by Essex Hopkins, and 2 battalions of Marines were raised by Captain Samuel Nichols. Today, our new second lieutenant will be following the tradition of others before her, such as John Paul Jones, Oliver Hazard Perry, Lieutenant General John Lejeune, and Fleet Admirals Halsey and Nimitz. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the Commanding Officer, Naval Reserve Officer Training Corps, Jacksonville University, Captain J.R. Hill.
Thank you. Greetings. As you mentioned, I'm Captain J.R. Hill, new Commanding Officer of the ROTC unit here in Jacksonville University. I'd like to welcome you all to the commissioning ceremony where we'll commission Midshipman Hannah Carolan in the United States Marine Corps. More specifically, after initial training, she'll be continuing on to flight school and become a Marine aviator. I'd like to welcome the family and friends who have traveled from far and near to support this auspicious occasion. I also want to thank the remaining ROTC students and recently commissioned officers in our battalion, my staff, and the amazing staff, coaches, and their staffs here at the JU in the support of organizing and executing this event. I'm grateful to the senior leaders who made it out of their schedule to support us today. So Captain Matt Dewey is here, so I appreciate you, sir, coming, and on behalf of the President Cost. Also like to recognize the family, Grandmother Michelle, Mother Heather, and Sister Kaylee, and Father Command Master Chief Sean Carolan. Hannah's been an ASA and all-conference academic role model for 4 years of college, a kinesiology major with a 3.82 cumulative GPA, very high in the Marine Corps physical fitness scores at 290 plus. Fall 2021 Battalion Commanding Officer of the JU ROTC unit, Gold American Legion ROTC Scholastics Excellence Award, a Delaney Family Award recipient, and several other awards throughout her high school and college years. Unfortunately, Captain Joe Butterfield and Master Sergeant Dean Williams weren't able to attend as they're up north supporting the summer training for our future Marines. But I asked Captain Butterfield to give me a few notes about Hannah. As I said, I'm new in the area, so I haven't had a lot of time to spend with her. So I just want to share a few of his comments. So from Captain Butterfield, I would routinely see her leave us after a 9-mile hike, change into her lacrosse uniform, and rush to lacrosse practice. Genuinely high performer who successfully balanced the demands of NROTC and varsity athletics and academics with ease. She's mature, trustworthy, and compassionate, always eager to help others without seeking recognition. I can't really say enough good things about her and the impact she has had on our unit and her other midshipmen. So I thought that was a great statement from someone who actually had a chance to watch and see her grow within the ROTC unit. And as I personally know, it is not easy doing Division I sports. So I forgot to recognize the head coach. Sorry about that, Ms. Cindy McCord, and her staff. But yeah, it's not easy doing all 3 basic things that we talked about. College life in general, NCAA activities at the Division I level, and this ROTC thing. We definitely take a lot of their time besides all the rest of those activities. So, all right, so enough out of me. A commission is the formal written authority issued in the name of the President of the United States, which confers upon you your rank and authority as an officer. It is signed by the President and by the Secretary of the Navy and is issued under the seal of the Department of Navy. Quote, the U.S. Supreme Court recognizes the taking of the oath of allegiance as the pivotal fact that changes the status from that of a civilian to an officer. One of the Navy's greatest admirals, Arleigh Burke, once wrote, it is a responsibility that should not be taken easily. And its phraseology is disarmingly simple. When an officer swears to support and defend the Constitution of the United States against all enemies, foreign and domestic, they are assuming the most formidable obligation they will encounter in their lives. Thousands upon thousands of men and women have died to preserve for them the opportunity to take such an oath. What they are actually doing is pledging their means, their talent, their very life to their country. This is an obligation that falls to very few. Okay, so I'll read the certificate of appointment. Attention to orders. President of the United States of America, to all who shall see these President's greetings, know ye that reposing special trust and confidence in the patriotism, valor, fidelity, and abilities of Hannah Carolan, I do by and with consent of the Senate appoint this officer a 2nd Lieutenant in the United States Marine Corps, to rank as such the 19th day of May, 2022. This officer will therefore carefully and diligently discharge the duties of the office which appointed by doing and performing all manners things thereunto belonging. And I do strictly charge and require those officers and other personnel of lesser rank to render such obedience as is due an officer of this grade and position. And this officer is to observe and follow orders and directions from time to time as may be given by the President of the United States of America or other superior officers acting in accordance with the laws of the United States of America. This commission is to continue in force during the pleasure of the President of the United States of America under provisions of these public laws relating to officers of the armed forces of the United States of America and the component thereof in which this appointment is made. Done at the City of Washington, the 19th day of May in the year of our Lord 2022 of the Independence of the United States of America, 245th. Signed by the President, Joseph R. Biden, Jr. Okay, now I will administer the oath of office.
I, Hannah Carolan, do solemnly swear that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States of America against all enemies, foreign and domestic,
That I will well
and that I will
and
faithfully
discharge the duties
discharge duties
of the office
of the office
upon which I am about to enter.
upon which I'm about to enter. So help me God.
Would the family of Second Lieutenant Carolan please come forward to pin the rank and don the cover?
Number 5.
Yep. I missed that whole thing. I'm not a screwed up.
What?
A long-standing tradition following the receipt of a commission is the first salute. Exchanging of salutes is a symbol of honor, respect, and loyalty. Saluting is a military custom observed by men and women who follow the profession of arms. Over the centuries, men-at-arms have rendered fraternal and respectful greetings to indicate friendliness. In early times, armed men raised their weapons or shifted them to the left hand while raising the empty right hand to give proof of amicable intentions. During the Middle Ages, knights in armor, on encountering friendly knights, raised their helmet visors in recognition. If they were in the presence of a feudal superior, the helmet was usually doffed. In every case, the fighting man made a gesture of friendliness, the raising of the empty right hand. This gesture survives as today's hand salute, which is a traditional greeting among soldiers of all nations. Traditionally, newly commissioned officers give a silver dollar for the first salute they receive from a member of the enlisted community. Usually the enlisted member has been the officer's mentor, therefore the salute is a symbol of mutual respect. Command Master Chief Carolan, United States Navy retired, will render Second Lieutenant Carolan's first salute.
You never knew, man. There's no higher honor. Look, man.
Captain J.R. Hill will now offer closing remarks.
Okay, well, I'll keep it short on the final comments as Hannah chose the hottest part of today. This is just training for her as she goes off to hotter parts of the day in Marine Corps training. So this is all part of the practice. All right, Marine Corps values are honor, courage, and commitment. Second Lieutenant Carolan, they will be the honors you will live by and fight by as well. Building blocks that will aid you in making the right decisions at the right time, both on the battlefield as well as in our nation's communities. We are honored to commission you today and wish you the best as you head on to another one of your goals, Marine Corps Aviation. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the playing of the Marine hymn. Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes our ceremony. On behalf of Jacksonville University, Naval Reserve Officer Training Corps, and the Marine Corps' newest officer, thank you for attending.
I know. What are you doing? I was fine until he started.
I was like, no.
A little bit. I was waiting for the premise, like,